I'm speaking here tonight with Rob Nickle, who's the author of Staying Safe in a Wired World, A Parent's Guide to Internet Safety, and he was a speaker here this evening. You can tell us a little bit about what you do and why?
Well, I go around to a lot of communities, especially here in Canada, but I do travel all over the world, and basically I talk to community groups, I'll talk to teachers, parents, a lot of students. I think last year I probably spoke to over 100,000 students, and just telling them what the dangers are online. And it's interesting because, especially with the students, I don't like to tell them what to do. I just kind of show them what the dangers are, because I did work online undercover for a number of years, 7 years to be exact. And what I basically do is turn around and show what the bad guys taught me over those 7 years and share it with the community, students. So hopefully, I'm basically sharing their secrets. Hopefully kids are a little bit safer online. Parents take a little bit more of an active role of what their kids are doing online. And, teachers, it's great to educate teachers too, because they're spending all day with our students as well. And even if you've got really small kids at your house right now, get them used to having rules when you get online, because Facebook, half the kids don't even know that there's security features in there. And up in the top, this is just the right-hand corner of my Facebook page, you're going to see a button called Account. Go down to Privacy Settings, and this is the page that'll come up. There's 4 options in Facebook to secure it up. What you want to do is, there's 4 options. You've got everyone, friends of friends, friends only, or you can customize it. Friends only means only people you accept to your Facebook are going to be able to see what's on there. Friends of friends, however, means if you've got a friend, I've got a friend that has 500 friends himself, all 500 of those people get to see my Facebook. So friends of friends isn't as secure as everybody thinks it is, and a lot of students have that as their setting. Or you can customize it, or you can have everyone, which means the whole internet. Everything's open. I suggest, and my Facebook is friends only through the whole thing. I told the students today I went out into my Facebook, but I got about 7 requests, just having a drink of water there earlier. I got a bunch of requests. They must have got home from school and tried to add me, but I told them, no, I don't know them. If I wouldn't have somebody over at my house for dinner, I wouldn't have them on my Facebook, is the way I look at it. If I know them well enough to have them over for dinner, yeah, I'll have them on Facebook. It's great utility. I love Facebook. I think it's awesome, but again, you have to use the security features. And I told the kids. So it's about protecting kids, but also protecting adults and the information that they're putting out there, and trying to get around all the issues, because we're not only talking about online predators. Now we're talking about cyberbullies. We're talking about people getting harmed on dating sites, those type of things. So anything to do with the internet, the dangers that are out there, I like to share with the public and let them know what to look out for. And they said, here's what I do for a living. Here's what I do. How's your Facebooks? And all of them sat down and did the same thing every time they come in. You get nothing. I said, really? Isn't that you at soccer practice? I had a big screen TV there, and I just had a clicker. Isn't that you at soccer practice last week? Where'd you get that? And I said, isn't this you, 2 months ago in Dominican and blah, blah, blah. And I start flipping through, and they're like, where you hacked my account? I said, no, I didn't. I said, I got that because some of your friends just added it. You have your security settings set for friends of friends. Oh. So I got all their information. And to this day, I'm still friends.
And you spoke this morning to students in Chatham and also to service providers?
Yes, we talked to, I think they said 400 or 500 students this morning. I think it was around 400 students this morning. And then we talked to a lot of service groups this afternoon, then obviously the community and more service groups tonight, which is great. And this is why I'm probably losing my voice, is 3 presentations in one day gets to be a lot. But it was great students this morning, really good this afternoon and tonight. I love seeing a turnout like this at an event, that's for sure. I also talk to kids about email because, unfortunately, a lot of people neglect email, don't think much of it, it's just email. Well, I want people to understand that everything is pretty much driven by your email address, and it's very specific to you. Not too many people share an email account that I know of anyway. Like, you get the odd, couple that, oh yeah, I know we share an email address or whatever. But especially kids, it's very specific to a person. So with that email address, it's very specific. But it also drives your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, your everything. When you sign up for these accounts, they coincide with your email address, right? So it's very specific to you. You can gather a lot of information. And this is actually a slide I used back in the 90s when I trained police officers as part of Interpol. Because I wanted officers to understand, and I tell them this all the time, if you get somebody's email address, it's like a fingerprint that you leave all over the internet. Every time you sign a guest book, sign up for an instant messaging program, sign up for Facebook, whatever it might be, all these different things. You're leaving your fingerprint everywhere. And as an investigator, I loved finding somebody's email address or getting their email address because I could gather a lot of info. problem is the bad guys know this as well, and they can use that against you. So if they have a child's email address, they can gather a lot of information from that. Because kids will fill out the most ridiculous online forms and surveys and all that, and forward it to all their friends. So it's very specific, and it's like leaving a fingerprint. The other thing I want kids to understand is just because they signed up for a Hotmail account, and when they signed up for it said, well, I'm from Africa, or I'm from China or something, when they signed up just to throw people off. What they have to understand is even though Hotmail and Gmail you think are anonymous, they're not as anonymous as you think they are. Think of email just like regular mail. Here's where I'm going to, here's where I'm coming from. All right, sender address, and where it's going to. Inside every email is what's called header information, and I'm just revealing it here. Hotmail, you can reveal it, and this is just my Outlook, and I'm just block and copying it to put it on this page so you see this is all the gobbledygook that you do not see inside an email. And that comes important as well. If you get an email, if you're working with victim services, whatever it might be, and somebody says, yeah, I got this email from him or her or whatever it might be, do never delete the email, because this header information is what the police need. It's extremely important, because this will tell where that email actually physically came from, or at least where the person was logged into when they sent that email. Because when you connect to the internet, you're given what's called an IP address, whether it's with I don't know what internet service providers are here. Does Cogeco have a service provider? Cogeco, when you're online, you have an IP address. That's how the traffic comes to and from. It knows your ID. And right here, you're going to see that's what the number looks like right at the end there. But actually, this is tagged, this said X originating IP address, which means when that person connected to the internet, they were using, number one, simpatico, I know. Number two, probably from the Kitchener area, because that's the hop or the node name or whatever you want to call it. And anybody can do a search on an IP address and gather that information. Is it going to say you live at 123 Main Street? No, but I'll probably get it right down to Chatham at the minimum. So if they think they're anonymous, just let them understand that, well, no, when you're sending emails out there, never say never when it comes to the internet.
And again, staying safe in a wired world, a parent's guide to internet safety. You want to tell people where they can get hold of that?
You can just, the best way to order is online at my website. It's www.cyber-safety.com.
Thank you so much for sharing this information.
Thanks.
I'm speaking with Special Constable Mitchell of the Chatham-Kent Police. Can you tell us a little bit about this event this evening and what you got out of it?
Well, this event was a great event. Actually, Rob Nichols has been in Chatham all day today, and he was speaking at a local high school, speaking to different groups, and tonight a public presentation all about internet safety. And the big thing that I really captured from that, and what we really need to educate the public about, is it's the World Wide Web, and that we need to monitor our children especially in the activities they're doing on the internet. Who's looking at them? Maybe they're sharing pictures or posting pictures online, or who's chatting with them. So we need to educate our children that we never talk to someone we don't know in real life, or add somebody as a friend that we don't know in real life. Having privacy settings on Facebooks for friends only, and parents need to know what their children are doing online.
Absolutely. And with cyberbullying and internet harassment becoming an issue, sometimes people don't realize that they can turn to the local police for help. So if somebody does feel like they are being victimized, how can they reach the police?
Well, they can call Chatham-Kent Police, and yes, that is an issue in our community. We get calls on a regular basis, and we also get calls to do presentations in the schools to speak to students about cyberbullying, internet safety. So if you'd like to book a presentation, you can call 519-436-6600 and ask for the Community Services section, or you can call us direct at 519-352-4650. and ask for one of the special constables to come out and do a presentation. And if you believe that you're there's a possible fraud through an email, or somebody's texting or harassing messages, or receiving an email that's threatening, or if your child's being bullied online, these are all things that you can contact us about, and things can be investigated.
And again, the Chatham-Kent Police number?
The main line is 519-436-6600.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more information on this important issue, don't forget to pick up Staying Safe in a Wired World by tonight's speaker, Rob Nickle. And if you think you've been a victim of cyberbullying or internet harassment of any kind, don't forget to call Chatham-Kent Police. For TV Cogeco, I'm Tracy Lamourie.